Warmest greetings. First, I want to give thanks and praise to the Most High. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for our ancestors for their sacrifice and their commitment. And once again, we're in Tony Barbershop. It's the most conscious barbershop probably in the world, you know. So every time you come to North London, Tottenham, Seven Sisters, please visit the great man, Tony Barbershop. So today is the 25th, Monday 25th, and we have a beautiful princess, the Queen
Macabre.
Macabre.
Yeah.
Can you call Macabre for something? Macabre.
Yeah.
What's that mean, Macabre?
Macabre means one who gives or one who shares for the good of the people.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Well, I would like you, to come here and share. I know you got some a group that is focused around spirituality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder can give us a little insight about the group and what your group's about.
Okay, first and foremost, let me say Yenge Keno to Bambuta here, and Yenge Keno to all who's receiving this message at this time. Yenge Keno just means peace to you all, and when I say Bambuta, it means it's like a mark of respect to address the gentlemen, the men.
Okay.
So that's peace to my brothers.
Peace to your brothers, okay.
So if I call you Mbuta, that's for one brother. Bambuta is for a group.
Okay.
So, yeah, peace to everyone. Yeah, my name is Yaya Macabre, and I belong to a group called Bondo dia Congo. And I've written it down for clarity. Bondo dia Congo. Bondo means together, and Congo means God. It also means love because God is love. So Bondo dia Congo, it simply translates as union of love. And we are coming, the group started out in Congo, but our history is coming from pre-Egypt. It's coming back from our time when we started in Ethiopia, and when we had the great flood in Ethiopia. Our ancestors lived in the mountains of Ethiopia, and when they had a great flood there, destroyed a lot of the life there, they were instructed to go and build up Egypt. So they went along the Nile and built up Egypt and Nubia. When that civilization went into so much decline, each time it went into decline, a great prophet would come and revive it, to bring it back in order, to restore order. After Kenatu, which most people know as Akhenaten, it was the family in Congo, in Egypt, were ordered to go into Central Africa to build up the kingdom of Congo, Congo Diantotela, which is Congo in totality. So in 220 BC, our ancestors started this great journey to Central Africa, to build up that kingdom of Congo. So it took them a very, very long time because, as you can appreciate, that at that time it was forest, and there was no roadways or boating ways at that time as we know it now. So it took some time. They traveled into through the desert, they traveled through woodlands, etc., harsh conditions. They built up the great kingdom of Zimbabwe.
Okay.
And on their way to Central Africa, and then they went through the Kalahari. As time progressed, various leaders took over, because, as I said, it took centuries to actually get there. Anyway, the long and the short of it is that, as you know, the greatness in our culture declined because our practices and everything that we were doing in the past, it changed, and we lost our seat of respect, we lost our power to a great extent. So now, in order to restore the balance of things, in order to bring us back the respect and to bring back our culture, Bundudia Congo was instructed by our archangels, by our ancestors, it was instructed for one leader at this time. We call him Nemwandan Semi.
He's the leader.
He's the leader. He's the one who started Bundidia Congo. So we also call him Longi, because Longi simply means our teacher at this time, Longi, Lonja Congo. So he set up Bundidia Congo, and this is in order for us to bring back our culture. And through that culture, a very important factor in that culture is our language.
Okay.
Language is so important. And when we say language, we're also looking at our names, because name is part of the language. And when our language is destroyed, then our culture is destroyed.
Yes.
So we're trying to bring back, revive African people through culture and through language. It involves our showing respect to our ancestors, showing respect to all the elements which make up the universe, basically.
Okay.
And there are many things.
We talk about elements to the universe. You're talking about.
We're talking about
fire.
Fire. We're not just talking about fire. We're talking about
fire.
The different planets, the
okay.
different elements, like fire, air, water, etc. But there are so many other things involved.
Okay then.
There are so many things involved, and we have to show respect.
No,
to
the reason why I
everything.
jump in like that because I went to an event yesterday with Edison was doing the workshop. And he talked about the whole thing about the fire, the water, and certain elements, and we're part of that. As human beings, we're part of that. So.
Because we're all part of the creation, aren't we?
Right,
and everything was created by that creator. So we all interlink in some ways, and we all need each other to survive.
Yes.
So we have to respect all the other elements.
So you have this group, and so you meet what?
We meet up on a Sunday. There are actually in the UK. There are 3 groups. There's one in Birmingham and there are 2 in London.
Okay.
So we meet up, say, on a Sunday, and we go through our spiritual practices. We talk about our history. Our history, we have our own sacred book, which is called the Makongo. Makongo. Makongo.
Yeah. That's the secret book, yeah?
Yep.
And what's in the secret book?
Our history.
Just, okay.
So this is how you spell it, Makongo. Just Ma in front of Congo. And it has our history, the history of our people from, as I say, from Ethiopia coming through. And it has our prophets.
Okay.
And these are prophets that most people would never have heard about. Stories that will blow your mind, the things that happened. And it's written in Kikongo, which is our original language.
So, am I right saying that really that's our, we talk about the Bible now, in the Bible there's about
Are we talking about the Roman Bible here? Or?
No, but I'm just talking about the Bible in general, right?
Yeah.
What I right said that we should put this Bible away and deal with the original, this is like the original text you're talking about now.
Well, this book, it doesn't have anything to do with that Bible.
Okay.
This is just our stuff, written by us, for us.
And it's about the history.
It has our history.
Okay.
It has our story. It has our prophets. It has so many things in there that we need to know, because at this time we're in a time of promise. And if we're reading another book, we're not going to know what is for us if we're reading somebody else's book. We're going to know what's for them. So we want, a lot of us are fighting another fight when we need to fight our own fight. Okay,
that makes total sense.
So if you're holding the wrong book, then you're not going to know. So, and many of us, when we say Congo, we say Bundidia Congo, and we're thinking it's just strictly for people from Congo. It's not just for people from Congo. It's for all of us, all in the diaspora, on the continent. It is for all of us. But we hear Congo and we turn away from it because we think it's for people from Congo.
Okay.
And we hear the language Kikongo, and we think, no, that language is not for us. But there are people practicing other religions that the language isn't ours, but we're able to learn it.
I just want to jump in here because I remember the Honourable Don Africans
Yeah.
said something very profound. He said that for us to survive, we have to practice our culture and our rituals.
Yeah.
Our rituals, because
Yeah.
every race of people on this planet practice for them rituals.
Yes.
Simple
But
as that.
the thing is, when you say spirituality and when you put, it's fine, but when you put the word Africa in front of it, people start thinking that it's something demonic, or
Yeah.
the people in Asia, they're practicing their spirituality. All the original people, they're practicing their spirituality, and there's nothing demonic or scared about it. But for us, we seem to be terrified of
You're
this.
you're absolutely right.
And in its purest form, it is the highest form.
Mhm.
So there is no reason why we should be scared. When we say spirit, we all have a spirit within us. This outer coating is just the vehicle that's housing the spirit, but spirit is spirit. So why wouldn't we respect our ancestors? Our ancestors are talking to us all the time. But sometimes we can say, so in fact, it makes me laugh sometimes, because I can hear somebody say, oh, I had a dream last night and so came and said this to me. But then they would put another explanation for why that dream happened or who came to them. And it doesn't make sense. Your ancestors are talking to you all the time. They're surrounding you all the time. So why not hear what they're saying? Because they're just there to guide you. And we shouldn't be ashamed of our culture. We shouldn't be ashamed of our language. We shouldn't be ashamed of our spirituality, because it's something that's going to build us up. And when we were at our greatest, when we were building up the great civilizations, example Egypt, we were practicing our culture. Yes, people started coming in and things changed. And that's when we went into decline.
Well, it's quite interesting because I remember Malcolm was giving I heard him talking about this, right? When China had their revolution, right? They got rid of all the Uncle Toms, right? And build a wall around China.
Yeah.
Keep any kind of foreign people that come in there. And after 20 years, right, China become one of the most powerful, respected country on the planet today. And the reason why, A, there's no Uncle Toms, plus there's no foreign people to influence China.
Yeah.
So I mean, you see the whole thing about culture and values and so forth.
It's so important, and we need to recognize that. Until we recognize that, we're not going to be elevated in any way.
Okay, we've got a few minutes left, so I just want us to talk about where the event's taking place, right? And in terms of people contact, emails or numbers, etc.
Okay.
And what should take place at the these group here?
Well, as I say, we do our spiritual practices the way our ancestors used to do them. We do our praying and our singing in Kikongo. We don't do that in English, but it's not a problem because we all started out not knowing. I started out not knowing, and now I'm learning the language. I can sing, I can pray, I can speak a little, not too much, a little, but I'm learning. And as I say, we meet on a Sunday.
From what time?
Our group, we meet at 1:30 on a Sunday. It's for 3 hours, and it's in Battersea from 1:30 to 4:30. And the other groups, they meet at a similar time. But there is a website. It's bundudiakongo.org, and it's bundudiakongo with a hyphen in between. .org. So you can get some information on there, and you can also it will show you the times. What we have on a Sunday is what we call a zikwa, Zikua. It's not a church or a mosque or anything. We have zikwa. So.
What is Zikwa? What is Zikwa?
It's where we go and do our spiritual practices.
Oh, spiritual practice.
And yeah.
Yeah. So it's more Are we with fellowship? Not right to say that, or?
Um, well, if you want to use that word for clarity,
Well, people just come together,
we come together. We talk about our history.
Yeah, okay.
We do our praying and our singing, but
Okay.
all of it is done in Kikongo. But our teaching, we can do our teaching. We can do it in Kikongo. We can do it in English. So if someone comes, they will understand what we're saying. But it's so important, especially at this time, because now we're at a very crucial time of our promise. And in order for us to do all those great things that we were doing in the past, we need to turn back our mind. Turn back our mind into our culture, our language, our spirituality. I mean, those are part of a culture anyway, but we need to start practicing those so that we can raise up our vibration, raise up our spirituality, our spiritual level.
Okay. The question I was going to ask you is the regional traditional practicing is it not Ethiopia? Is it
We started out in Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
So have you yourself been to Ethiopia?
I haven't been to Ethiopia.
Okay.
I've been to Congo.
Oh, you've been to Congo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when, as I said, when things declined seriously in Egypt, our people were told to gather up their things, and we moved into Central Africa. So the important things are now in that region. And you can see what's going on in that region. And it's a very serious time now because
Yeah. And when you went to Ethiopia for the first time,
Congo. I haven't been to Ethiopia.
Oh, sorry, you went to Congo. Sorry, beg your pardon.
Congo. Yeah.
What was your experience when you went to?
I will tell you what when I went to Congo, for example, when I was in the capital in Kinshasa, it's just the hustle bustle of the capital city. But when you go out of the city, the power, the force,
You feel the force.
it's powerful. It's powerful. And you can get the fullness of why people say home and away.
Okay.
In your home, in that land, there are many secrets. You have a lot of power. You have your ancestors' power. There are so many things. You have your land for a reason. You see, when you have a home and an away match, everybody always wants to play home. The favorite team is the home side.
Shake on that.
So
Shake on that, man. Shake on that.
So
I like that.
when you're in your home,
yeah.
you're your strongest.
Yeah.
There are many things within your home soil that you need to connect with.
That is a very powerful.
You need to connect with that.
Okay, just give up your the website.
It's
one more time.
called bundudiakongo.org, and this is how we're spelling Bundudiakongo. Bundu, BUNDU, DIAKONGO.org. I think it's .org. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you type in Bundudiakongo, a lot of stuff will come up.
up.
Some of it might not all be written by an authentic person, but you should find enough information to, if you go on this website, you'll get a flavor of what it's about.
Okay then. So my sister, I want to give thanks for you for joining us, and it's really been a pleasure. And again, I want to give thanks to Tony Barbershop.
Yeah.
So give thanks.
Okay, I will say Matondo, which is thank you. And maybe another time I can come and I can talk about one of our prophets, a very important story. People like Yaya Vita Kimpa, people like Fumu Kimbangu, people like Nemondan Semi himself, his story. Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you for giving me this time.
Give thanks.
Yeah.